girls gone sports. Ay, girls gone sports. Show me you reppin' your team with Santina and Jeanine. Ay, girls gone sports. Ay, girls gone sports. We steady getting it hype. Ay, I know that you gonna like. You know it's poppin'. If it's a game, you know that we watchin'. We gonna talk football or basketball. All sports, come get involved. Ay, girls gone sports. Woo!
Welcome to episode 26 of Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Girls Gone Sports. Oh, it's going to be a good
episode
one. 2 + 6 = 8.
That's what this episode is going to do.
Hey, Santina.
Hey, Jeanine.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Good. Honestly, cheers to us.
I know.
Second video episode.
No one saw this coming. The last one was our first. That's it.
And I think we did pretty great. I mean, we had the videos, we had or the visuals, we had the audio, we had
the fans.
Honestly,
that is crazy.
Thank you to everyone who supported and maybe followed us for the first time as we explore the video podcast realm. This is amazing. We are just blessed and so very grateful and thankful that we have so many people behind us supporting us.
I know, that's exciting.
I'm really excited. Santina, almost 30 episodes of Girls Gone Sports. Where else are you going to find it?
30. I'm telling you, no one thought we would make it this far.
I'm telling you,
Nobody thought.
That's what makes us special because, I feel like some people are like, oh, I'm going to start something. Then they give up, after a month. But we didn't. And we're still here for the fans.
We spent too much time into this. We're getting to 100 episodes.
Guys, the credit card is getting paid off. Don't worry, Dad. It's getting paid off.
As long as we record, we're fine.
No, it's fine. 2 cents a payment.
This was all free.
Guys, do you know we found these in a dumpster?
Someone was just throwing them out. I don't know. Your neighborhood yard sale.
This was at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. We got that at Madison Square Garden.
This is from LeBron James, actually.
He signed it. We just don't want to show it for copyright reasons.
Yeah. He didn't give us permission to do that.
To be respectful, the king.
Of course.
Right.
He'll be here.
Again, if you want to come on the podcast, please. We'll take anybody.
Our schedules are a little crazy, but I promise you could be right here.
And if you don't mind being in the studio, we get dinner. My mom can cook us something.
The only thing is that you have to work around our time schedule.
We're a little busy, so
yeah.
After 5 o'clock, if you want to come on the podcast, again, any people in the sports realm, water boys,
what
the ones in the
we know one.
The ones in the costumes as the mascot. We need a Girls Gone Sports costume mask. What would our mascot
be? A bear? A pink bear?
Scooby Doo.
Girls Gone Sports. Wait, video podcast. It's so embarrassing now because you can see the face of how we have to do
now
the
you
voice.
can see how we were at the
ref. He was out of bounds. I need a replay.
Santina, okay, we do need a mascot though. It's gotta be Scoobs.
We have Mamba, Rusev. Who do we
I almost
have?
said Sonny.
Aww.
Guys, ripped my dog. I love him.
He would be here. He would be here.
Mom and Dad, I'm sorry for when you're watching this part of the episode.
Why don't you guys comment what our mascot should be?
Right. To the audience members. Tell me what it... Starfish. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Starfish.
Miss Piggy.
Okay, she's kind of a baddie.
We have Ariel.
Aaron Rodgers.
We know you got the time, bud. We know you got the
Cleopatra.
time.
King Tut.
My mom.
Right.
Your mom.
We're kind of like, if you think about it, Santina, we're kind of like the Avengers. We got so many people. Aaron Rodgers, Scooby-Doo, my mom, your mom.
Shaggy.
Dante. Pastor CJ.
Planet of the Apes.
You have me. Video podcast. We have Elvis. Are you kidding?
I forgot about Elvis.
How could you forget?
And we have Austin Butler.
Guys, and we have Josh Allen on speed dial. We do.
Literally. Even though Travis and I are on a break right now.
Santina, I thought we weren't going to talk about your relationship tonight. I thought that was like TMZ. You can't.
Well, they're still not paying me, so it's
He didn't make her sign an NDA.
Nope. I would never.
Really?
Would you?
I feel like if you refuse to sign an NDA, like that just means like you can't do whatever you're signing for. Like, let's say you're doing like a video shoot for like a secret Super Bowl commercial. Yeah. You're like, I'm not signing that NDA. They're like, okay, then we're gonna find someone that does.
I'll just make my own Super Bowl commercial. Wait, isn't
make
it
your
crazy
own contract?
How much money it takes to make a Super Bowl commercial for like 30 seconds?
I can't even begin to picture the amount of money.
I feel like we would do that if we had that kind of money.
And honestly, speaking of Super Bowl, I'm sorry, in commercials, Santina, is it me or has the Super Bowl like performance halftime show been getting shorter and shorter each year? I'm like, why was it 2 minutes?
The Usher one, I swear I thought it was only 10 minutes.
Only?
That's what I feel like usually they're longer.
I think they're usually like 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think his was kind of
They're getting cheaper.
Yeah, Rihanna's wasn't that long. Usher's. Let's see Kendrick Lamar now.
Yeah. I mean, Pepsi, we have credit cards if you need it, if you're going through hard times.
I am a Coca-Cola girly though, but I'll support.
Hey, Diet Pepsi's not too bad.
Yeah, but Coke Zero?
I know, Coke is really good.
Listen,
Coke Zero, Coke soda. Please do not take my voice, what I said.
I used to be a Diet Coke. Then I happened to try Coke Zero. My life has been changed.
Guys,
I don't think I can go back.
If you know, you know. Just do a Coke Zero and see what happens.
There you go.
Well, Santina, speaking of Coke Zero, episode 26.
Yes, crazy.
Well, Santina, we have a lot of kind of juicy information to talk about.
I know.
So we just finished week 2 of the NFL 24-25 season. And we already have some teams that are kind of killing it, kind of crushing it, and some teams that are giving us, a little wah. Same. I mean, guys, our NFL team is coming back up. We're trying to get into the works.
I think it's pretty even, like the amount of teams in each like record.
You feel like?
Yeah, I think it's pretty even across the board.
Well, why don't we go over some?
Sure.
So right now, there's teams that are 2-0, which means that they have won both of the only 2 games they have played. Okay. We also have teams that are 1-1. They've won 1, lost 1. Pretty normal. Then we have some teams that are 0-2, which it reverses from 2-0 because that means you lost all of them and won none. So it kind of reverses. Whatever number is on the left is the amount that you won, or the highest, and then the one on the right. So let's say a team went, I don't know, 12-5. You wouldn't say 5. Usually you can't say 5-12. Usually people say 12-5 because you want to do greatest to smallest. Yeah. I don't got a math degree, so I'm sorry.
Or when they go like 7-0 Chiefs if they're playing the Jaguars. 7-0, like in the game, 7-0. Then the Chiefs have it.
Well, the Jaguars are. Santina, I have a feeling this might be your year.
I don't. We'll get to that when it comes. I have no faith.
Santina, you have to believe.
Anyways,
you have to believe, like the Bills. Believe.
Well, I feel like this week you're a little bit of my enemy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At the upcoming game, I'm just.
No episode next week, guys. Santina and I will have bloody lips from fighting against the Bills. Sorry, it's the Buffalo fan of me. I'm sorry.
See, and I told you from last episode, this is why it makes me nervous that I have to go. Anyways, you always start with the greatest to least.
Yes. Okay, so let's share some teams because I'm sure people are dying.
Yes. So
they're like, these girls are talking about dead dogs and Coke Zero.
And this is when I click out of the video.
Stay, please stay, please.
It gets better. So starting with the teams that have 2-0,
yep.
So they won 2, lost none. So far, we have the Bills, Chiefs, Chargers, Texans, Eagles, Vikings, Buccaneers, Steelers, and Rams.
And honestly, out of all those teams, right, I feel like the ones that I expected to be there at least were the Chiefs.
Duh.
Right. Eagles, they were, okay, so they had a really hot streak last year at the 2023-24 season. People thought, oh my God, the Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl, and then they started kind of losing game after game after game. Yeah. So, I mean, it's surprising, but also it's like, okay, it's the Eagles. We know we're working with Jalen Hurts. We got some good players.
This is the first year without Jason Kelsey, right?
Yes, retirement.
He's so funny.
Yeah. He is. What'd you say that again?
Good.
I hope he's enjoying like a pina colada on the beach.
Yeah.
Or I said high heels, flip-flops on, feet up.
You know, he wears his like jorts, random jersey or t-shirt, and then flip-flops.
Same.
Not like the Adidas slides, but like
with the thong, like the flip flop,
the toe thongs.
Yes, that's so
Those
Jason
ones.
Kelsey core with like sunscreen and like a bucket hat.
He's like an actual dad.
I love him. Love the kid.
But the sunscreen just on the nose.
Yes, that's so
Nowhere.
burnt
Just
cheeks.
on the nose.
But yeah, I'm really happy and surprised to see the Steelers 2-0. Good for you guys.
I know.
Way to go, Pittsburgh. Way to
that
go.
was wicked. Congrats, Victoria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My sister is a Steelers fan. And my dad.
And your dad.
You got it. Yep.
Well.
We're a multi. Well, Dante, as you guys know, he was on episode 3, I think. He's a Giants fan. Me and my mom love the Bills, but we also do root for the Steelers because, you know, my dad's from Pittsburgh. It works out in the end.
Bridges.
If you know one thing, Bridges. That's all you got to know.
I don't know.
Santina, 1-1. We got the Patriots, the Browns, the Jets, the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Dolphins. Got the Falcons, the Bears, the Lions, the Cowboys, Eagles, Niners, Packers, and Raiders. So it seems like most of the teams right now are doing pretty good. They've won one, lost one. I mean, you gotta be generous with yourself. It's kind of hard to have a perfect season, a perfect record with not losing any. So
That's impressive.
yeah, but I feel like also in the beginning, it's like, this is when you want to win the games, when you're healthy, when you got the energy, you got the stamina, you got the excitement, you're ready to be back into football. And that way later down the line, when it starts coming to playoffs and you're looking at the different teams with their records, you already got so many games that you have won in the bank and you're guaranteed to go to the playoffs. So I think right now is your time to be the most healthiest and really secure those wins so your team can make it to the playoffs.
I just don't know how my team can relate.
Santina,
Now
it's a chance.
No. Now, let's move on to the 0-2s, okay? We have the Ravens, the Bengals, but the Bengals, so they're currently 0-2, but in 2022 they were also 0-2, but they also made it to the AFC Championship game.
So, Santina, your Jaguars can do the same.
I don't know, because literally Trevor Lawrence said in like the press conference, we suck.
I mean, he was just being honest
It's
for a
probably because I
moment.
texted him to say that.
Santina, aren't you his publicist?
Yeah, I'll be the babysitter, the publicist.
Hairbrusher, braider.
I can braid, that's fine. Okay, so the Ravens, the Bengals, the Broncos, the Jaguars, the Colts, the Giants, the Panthers, the Rams, and the Titans. So 0-2 to start. I hope that doesn't stay the same. Like, I hope there's
won't.
another number on that other side, but eventually.
I mean, is there a team on there besides your Jaguars that you are maybe surprised to see right now that they're 0-2, haven't been able to
I think the Bengals.
win? I really feel like I feel bad for Joe Burrow.
He's like, you know what? Last season I was injured, but this season's going to be my year. And then this happens.
I feel really
like, oh
bad.
my
Like, as we
God.
discussed, he's coming off hand surgery, right? Probably feeling a little shaky. Can't catch a win. And we're going to talk about it in a little bit about the Bengals and Chiefs game because I think that game in itself is just, there's a lot of things to say about that game. I feel like I thought, and probably most of America thought, that the Bengals had that in the bag. I mean, they were winning most of the game. Then, like in old football fashion, it all comes down to the last couple of minutes.
That happens a lot with Chief games, I feel like.
Interesting.
I feel like it happens. Like, the Chiefs will be like, oh my God, we're losing terribly. We're losing. And then all of a sudden, I don't know. It's like they're paying the other team.
It's like Patty Mahomes throws a little fit and then things
Do
change.
you remember when Travis Kelce, all yelled at Andy? Yeah. I feel like that would be me. I'd get so mad. I'd be like, you're getting paid to do this and we're losing. I feel
when
like that's
he
what
yelled so in the picture, he's like beat red.
He's right here. I think I would cry. Even if I was like,
Imagine Andy Reid like,
oh.
just like, oh, it's okay, sir. You're
You know
good.
what? No, he's still getting paid a lot of money. I can't.
Hey, I'll be a quarterback, guys. Who's gonna catch me? Let's be honest. I'm just
Stay
a girl.
right there, and then I'll throw.
No.
Don't move.
I'll say, guys, we're gonna call it a ring of fire, okay? Everyone's gonna
Ring of fire?
we're gonna keep a ring around me the whole entire time, so I don't get tackled, and then you keep me healthy the whole entire
We'll
year.
play Simon Says. The other team, nobody touches me, but my team.
Simon
catch the ball.
says, tackle him. Simon says, stop. Stop. Oh, you're out of the game. See ya. That's how I play it. Because if they move, they're out.
I mean, they just don't think like us.
No, literally, guys, if you want commissioner of NFL, if you want us, we got ideas. We got pink
Just
ideas.
sign our NDA.
We'll sign the NDA. Okay,
Yep.
we'll sign it.
That's fine.
I just winked. Well, Well, seriously, if you want to come on the podcast, we'll sign.
Seriously, if you want to come on this podcast.
We love you. We love you. We love you, Mr. Commissioner. With a heart, with a heart, with a heart.
The heart.
Oh my God, Santina. You make me laugh like no other. So, being 0-2, I mean, it's never a good thing. It's never where you want your team to be. I feel bad for you. I'm really sorry about. I mean, every team goes through their dry spell. They go through their, ups and downs. But with being 0-2, so from 1990 through last season, 279 teams. So that's collecting all the teams from, there's not 279 football teams. That's just collecting from all over the years. Began 0-2. And of them, just 32 of those teams have made it to the playoffs, and 17 won a divisional title, with 3 of them winning the Super Bowl. So teams that are 2-0 right now, so they've won the games, haven't lost anything, they have a 63.9% chance of making the playoffs. Teams who have won 1, lost 1 have 42%, and teams right now that are 0-2 have 11.5% chance of making the playoffs. Now,
that's not helping me. Well, that's not helping me.
Things can change. Things will change.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Trevor Lawrence is going to come back with a vengeance. And his golden locks are going to give him powers like Rapunzel. I'm telling you.
What if the next game he comes back shaved?
I need something different.
He pulls a Joe Burrow.
I was going to say a little bleach.
I'm like, no.
Well, Joe Burrow now, his haircut has like the frosted tips, like 90s. Like
his helmet came off last game.
Oh, he slammed that bad boy. He took it off and went, bow. I'm like, who's paying for that though? Like if I made that helmet, imagine like you make the helmets and then you see him do that and you're like, oh.
Wait, so on their helmets, their numbers are on there, right? Like on the back?
No, it's just a logo.
So how do they know which helmet is theirs?
Ooh, probably I would say with their costumes. No, their logos aren't on the.
I think their logo's on, but I don't.
No, excuse me, the numbers.
I don't think the number's on there.
I'd be swapping helmets. I'm like, I want Joe Burrow.
This one doesn't fit. What if someone has lice?
Right.
And then someone else
put a wig cap on. I mean, I want Josh Allen's helmet.
Yeah.
There's probably like a person that just like collects all the helmets and washes all the jerseys. And
I do that.
Do you think players like leave like money? You know how some people leave like coins and dollars like in their pockets? Do you think?
I don't think they would have it in their jersey.
What about Aquaphor?
They'll go to the concession stand during the break, get the $20 bill.
Little scratch offs.
So we have Apple Watches. Do you think they would let them wear that during the game?
Ooh, no.
Some of them are wearing like diamond necklaces.
I know. I'm like, see, that's the thing. I'd be like, no.
I have to take my rings off then.
Like, just go one from Claire's, from Amazon. If you really want
to check the time.
Yeah, what if you want to know what's going on?
Or I have to walkie-talkie someone or call them. I need it.
Imagine you're like, Mom, what is for dinner tonight?
Ref, wait. Let me see.
How mad would you think a coach would be if like a player yelled, timeout? And they wasted one of their timeouts like in the fourth quarter, like 5 minutes left. You see them on the Apple Watch like, what time are we having dinner after the game?
What toppings are we getting?
Or imagine they go, time out, and they run to the coach and go, I just want to say hi.
They'd be like, okay, next game you're sitting.
Like, you're off the field.
What's the field?
What do you want to say hi to you, Rob?
Okay, anyways.
Scooby, you're my QB.
I think that just needs to be our mascot.
I know. I love the kid. Love the kid.
Oh my God. Well, moving on, injuries.
Okay.
So we had a couple of them. First is running back Isaiah Pacheco. Hopefully I'm saying that right. From the Chiefs. He fractured his fibula against the Bengals, which they won that game, like we said. And then in 2023, he had 935 yards. Then in 2022, 830. So do you think he is going to have more yards in 2023 or kind of average around?
I believe right now his yardage is about like 134 just because he just started the season and about his injury. But I mean, if you compare the stats, like he's got a pretty good, a fractured fibula, like not even sprained, fractured.
That's like your shin, right? Like
isn't like the fibula is connected to the tibula? Isn't that
that's the fin? The fin. The gills.
The dolphins.
That's the shin, right?
It's something in your leg, but ouch.
I think when I played softball, one of the girls on my team broke her fibula during one of the games.
What was everyone doing?
Well, listen, we played terribly the whole entire game. It was raining. It was cold. Like, everyone was doing so bad. And then, of course, it had to end with her breaking her leg. But I don't even think the ambulance came. I'm pretty sure we took her on the bus. I could be wrong.
With a broken leg?
Okay, I could have lied.
Sally, just hold on 2 more minutes.
I don't even know if she knew her like leg was broken, but she went to slide into home, but it was all muddy and like rainy, so I think her cleat got like stuck. And then when it went, I was like, "Yep, take me out. I don't want to play anymore."
Send me a voluntary games. I'm not going.
I wanted to be a designated runner or pitcher.
And that's just we go. You just throw the ball.
Yeah, I didn't want to hit the ball and run.
Just stand there and throw and look pretty.
Yeah,
guys.
I think I said. Go ahead.
I'll serve the water. I'm the water girl.
I'll be the bat girl.
Imagine running after the bats after like falling on your arms.
Wait, you know how embarrassing it would be for a baseball player if they got so mad they tried to break a wooden bat and it didn't break? Like they were like
on TV. Wait, do they actually do that on TV, or is that just like in movies?
No, I think they could do it on.
Or like in games. Imagine doing it, it's not breaking, so he keeps going over and over, and then like,
wait, ref, I need to ump,
or it's like or it's like a kid, and like the parents like, Daniel, I told you stop breaking.
Tammy, get over here.
I told you to stop breaking the.
Coach, I was just so mad.
I told you to stop breaking the bed, Sugar.
It's not that serious, Sugar.
Guys, Scooby, if you want to come on the podcast
with us right now, it's my own 2 delusion.
I know it's just living in your mind.
She's on a winner's high. I'm a loser.
Buffalo Bills. I love you.
She loves you. I love you. We should try an ASMR episode.
It would just be us laughing the whole time because we would like. This is the football
helmet. These are the cleats.
The cleats. This is Joe Burrow's helmet smashing. POV, point of view. You're Scooby-Doo in a game. Guys, Scooby's gonna walk in here any minute, I promise. Like Beetlejuice, you say Scooby, Scooby.
Shaggy.
Okay, that works. Josh Allen. Where are you? Matt Milano, where are you?
Oh my god.
Okay, guys. Back to business. Santina, while we're here.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Bengals and Chiefs.
Chiefs and Bengals.
So that game. Okay, my friends at home. Chiefs and Bengals played, right? Ending score was 26-25. You must be like 1 point away. What? I don't get that.
The Bengals were probably like, oh my God, like we got this one. We're going to beat them. We're going to make them 1-1. No.
It is never over until it is over. Patrick Mahomes, about this exact game, even said, until the time hits 0, I feel like there's a chance that we can win the football game. Mm-hmm. This is giving me Brady energy. This is Tom Brady energy. Yeah. Saying, it ain't over till it's over. I don't care if there's 5 seconds or 5 minutes. You can still win this game. You never know what's going to happen. And that's what ended up happening because the Chiefs won by a 51-yard field goal with just 3 seconds left.
I know. That's a pretty far field goal.
And I feel really bad because as a Bills fan, I wanted the Chiefs to lose, of course, but I felt bad for the Bengals in the sense they lost Joe Burrow last season. They're just trying to get back up there. They're trying to get, that muse again for football, and they can't even. They just, you got to go in with a clean mind.
I feel like that's just what Patrick Mahomes does because when he played, us last season, I think, or 2 seasons ago, he hurt his ankle. And I feel like any other quarterback, because he was like limping half the game. So I
remember that.
Yeah, I was like, any other quarterback, they're going to be taken out. They're going to bring the backup quarterback. No, and then they still won. I'm like,
he'd probably play with a broken knee, broken leg. Like he is all about it. Which I mean, if you are dedicating yourself to a football team, you're like, this is my team. You want that dedicated quarterback. You want him to fight it through, but also at the same time, you want them to rest. You want them to heal better so they can always come back better than what they were. It's an up and down. It's a both. You want the drive, but also you want them to get better.
But what if the Chiefs kicker didn't make it? I I would be okay, I'm quitting the team. I could not go back in the locker room with everybody looking at me.
That's what happened with Tyler Bass with the Bills. He missed our field goal. And the anger and the emotion I felt in that moment, I was like, get him out of the team.
Well, like,
get him out.
You feel bad for him, but there was also a whole other team that should have been doing just as much.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
And, like, they're not out there as often, you know? Like,
Right.
they're only out there if you make a field
Special
goal or
teams,
a touchdown, and then you go for the field goal, or you can go for the 2-pointer.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't know.
it's anybody's game. At the end of the day, it really is anybody's game, except if you don't not having a good year, if your record's kind of low. No dig. That was not a dig to you.
And this is where I leave. I'm done.
Too soon. Well,
I'm done.
Santina, speaking of young quarterbacks, keeping them healthy, Caleb Williams.
Oh,
Number 1 pick in the draft, but what happened to him?
They were after him. This year, I think the NFL teams are after this guy this year.
I agree.
In his game, who did they play again?
They were playing Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Oh, no, excuse me.
Who were they playing?
Texans?
Texans?
Texans, question mark?
Yeah. So whoever they were playing, he was sacked 7 times and had 11 QB hits. They were after him.
They were hit after hit after hit. They're like, this guy's young. He's hot. He's right off the market. We want to get him, and we want to make sure that the Bears are not going to win because they did really good during preseason.
They did. I think this year, everybody's just after the quarterback. They're like, forget everybody else.
That's the guy you want to. Honestly, if you're going to injure anyone, that's the guy you want to injure.
I think I would be pretty mad because if he was sacked 7 times, what is your offensive line doing? That they're getting past them to get to you. 7 sacks and 11 QB.
And that hasn't happened. That's haven't happened since the Bears versus Detroit in 2022. So, Caleb, maybe he needs like those not horse blinders, but like maybe just like magnifying glasses or like cameras where he can see himself and see behind him.
Well, I think that's why the Bears are now on the 1-1.
Yeah.
I think that was a big
He
offense.
just needs a GoPro.
Still love you, Dad. Still going to the Super Bowl.
The Bears? We'll see you
every year.
Caleb.
Every year he's going to Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Bears going to Super Bowl this year.
No, they're not. I know the Jaguars.
Santina, Bills, Jaguars, everyone's going to the Super Bowl this year. Surprise.
Literally. And we're going. But moving on. Another QB that's injured.
Guys, we wanted to save the most dramatic news for last. If you've been in any kind of football news this past week, if you know, you know. Tua.
Yep. Can't even say his last name.
Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
You're putting me in this spot. Tua Tagovailoa?
I think so.
There you
That's
go.
what it is.
So, Tua, right? He's playing the Bills. Classic rivalry. Bills and Dolphins. In Miami, specifically.
Sharks versus Jets.
Yeah, literally. We're back in the 50s, baby. Tua's running. Okay, so picture Tua. He's got the ball. Runs head first, boom, into Damar Hamlin, causing a concussion for Tua.
Did he like drop?
He did. But he was able to walk off the field.
Isn't that crazy? Because Damar Hamlin also had a serious injury.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Yeah. So
Isn't
he
that
probably
crazy?
kind of felt a little, he probably felt bad. Like he was in that position.
Tua's only 26.
He's only 26 and he's played with the Dolphins since 2020. So he's young.
Yeah. So not that long. But he is no stranger to concussions. I feel like he has one each year. There's no
Well,
getting around
in
it.
2002, did you know that he missed 5 games, including a playoff game, due to a concussion? And in week 4 of that season, he was taken off the field against the Bengals, and then playing on Christmas of the Green Bay Packers, he was concussed and had to miss the remainder of the season.
That
Tua!
sucks.
What's going
Extra padding up
Right,
here.
the new padding that the NFL regulated. Have you seen those like extra layer protection helmets? Tua, if you want to retire, Girls Gone Sports.
Right here, bud.
We'll wear a Dolphin shirt for you. Yeah.
Wow, you would do that?
If it got Tua on the podcast.
Now, if Tua's on the podcast, I might have to be a Dolphins fan after that.
Swim.
So, with Tua, just a few months ago, him and the Dolphins agreed to a 4-year contract of $212.4 million.
Chump change.
Yeah, but no, a contract extension with $167 million guaranteed.
Oh, like you're just guaranteed. So you could get hurt day one and literally make it.
Okay, if I were to ever be in the NFL and I made that much money, I'm telling you, the first time I hit the ground, I can't play anymore.
Yep. The hitmans I'm hiring on myself.
I'm going to hire my brothers, my cousin.
I'm like, listen, I'm going to give like $100 to a random fan. I'm like, listen, you're going to run onto the field, tackle me. I'm like, and I'm hurt.
I'm like, I will give you $3 million on top of that.
Please.
But that contract extension made him one of the highest paid players in NFL history.
Wow. And now he's injured. Do you think when that happens, like the NFL, like they feel bad because he's injured, but they're also like, well, paying the guy some big bucks, we need you.
Yeah. I think it puts like the owner of the team and the coach in a very tough position.
Yeah, it's hard because when you're putting that much effort, that much time, investing into a player that you know is going to take you places, it's like, where do you go from there?
Like Caleb Williams, he was the first round draft pick. What's going to happen to him? I mean,
what's going to happen?
7 sacks, 11 QB hits. That's scary.
# protect the Williams.
Put him in like bubble
the
wrap.
ring of fire. Like I said, you tell the teammates, go around me in a circle, and we'll just stick like that.
Guys, this is all you need. I'll tell you the NFL. A hula hoop. Tape some cans of hairspray.
Right.
Have something to hold it down. A lighter, bam, ring of fire.
But why can't they just all hold tightly arms around the quarterback and then just
like
bum
ring
rush
around the room?
Right, and just tightly just bum rush.
Use your backup players.
Guys, again, we should be coaches.
If anybody steals our ideas,
the ring of fire, we want some kind of NDA. We want some kind of compensation for our idea. But for Tua, with him making that much, Santina, there's going to have to be some kind of, something set in place for him, because what are you going to do with all that money if he can't play?
I don't know.
So we brought up a couple of scenarios, right? What would happen if Tua did this, if he didn't do this? First one, if Tua is medically cleared to return to football, but he chooses to retire. So he's saying, or the doctors are saying, Tua, you're good to go. You're all clear. You can play. But Tua's like, no, that was too much. I've been through too much. I'm going to retire. He will pass on his $124 million guaranteed.
That's crazy.
Isn't that like you're passing up on that much money?
Fight through it, champ. Yep. Right out through it, kid.
You got it, buddy.
But if he is medically forced into retirement, he has the right to collect the $124 million. I mean, force me to retirement.
If I'm Tua, I'm going to the doctor and I'm going, listen, I need you to put your pen to paper and say, retire me.
Listen, doc, if you don't, I swear.
Take you to dinner, get the kids a nice gift.
Buy you a car.
Right.
I have like more than one car.
I'd be like, retire me. Like, I can't take anymore.
Well, he would get $124 million. Then why don't you, what is that called? Like announce
Pension?
The games. No, like who did it? Like Tom Brady?
Oh, Tom Brady, like the announcers. Yeah.
Why don't you become an announcer? You're going to get brand deals. Come up with a new show.
Be on Girls Gone Sports podcast.
But you would have to use $124 million
Gonna need some kind
to help us here.
But then you also get a pension from the NFL. So if I'm him, I'm like, you know what? How many times have I been concussed? How many times have I missed games? This was just like the last straw. Retire me, doc.
So far, I would choose option 2.
Honestly, that's
finish the season.
Yep.
Wait, so even if he doesn't finish the season, he's forced into medical retirement. He can still collect that?
So if he doesn't, but he's forced to retire, he has the right to collect his $124 million.
I would
remaining.
milk that whole season. I'd be like, my arm. Like lifting my arms, affecting the neck nerve, going to my I can't.
Honestly, why? Like, if you've been hit that many times, how much more can your body take before something really bad happens and make like
CTE?
Yes, and actually forces you to retire when you don't want to.
I don't know. How many concussions can you get until you have to medically?
I mean, he's got a lot. So Tua, we're free. If you want to retire.
What's the max? Like 10? I feel like that's a lot.
You could sub for me.
Isn't that crazy when you get hit? Like your brain is like,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah,
That's scary.
poor
Just
Tua.
retire.
Tua, rest up, please. We hope that you have a speedy recovery from us at Girls Gone Sports.
Watch
and
the coaches yell at us. You girls made him medically retire.
I'm like, but you know what? We love the kid. We love the kid. But please rest up. We really hope that you are just better. That's a lot in the body. And we hope that if you want to play football again one day, you are able to do that. But if that is not the time and it's time to retire for you, we wish you well on your retirement.
Yes.
Cheers to pina coladas and hanging out with Jason Kelsey on the beach. Same.
Send us one.
So, Santina, we got some games coming up this upcoming weekend.
Yes.
Are there any games that you personally are looking forward to?
Well, I think one of them would be the Ravens and the Cowboys.
Okay.
Ravens are 0-2, and the Cowboys are 1-1.
I think that's going to be a good game.
I like to watch Cowboys games with my family because the majority are Cowboys fans. And I'm not saying I like when they lose, but the reaction, even though I'd say like when they lose and win, because when they lose, oh, my uncle, he gets so mad. And I don't know why I think it's the funniest thing ever to me. It's this little Italian guy getting so mad over a game. But then when they win, he's getting up, going around high five. Sometimes he'll bust out a dance move.
Hey.
And I'm like, what is this?
He sounds just like every passionate fan ever. You're upset when they lose and ecstatic and showing off when they win.
He loves the Cowboys.
He loves I'm a cowboy.
So,
Isn't that the song?
Cowboy for life. I keep asking him to let me paint his head, and he said no.
One day, maybe if they go to the Super Bowl, he'll let you.
I should have him like sign something.
An NDA.
Uncle Frank, you're letting me paint your
Sign
head.
the NDA. Sign
But
the NDA.
I think I'm excited for that game. That's one of them I'm excited for.
I'm excited to see the Chargers and the Steelers because right now they're both 2-0.
Oh.
So who's gonna make the other one make them 2-1
Who's going to do it?
or 3-0?
It's a tie.
Guys, come on, shake it off, hug, and we'll make everybody a winner.
But I think the game Jeanine and I are most excited for are the Jaguars.
And
the Bills. The Jaguars will be at the Bills Stadium.
Yep, Highmark Stadium in Buffalo.
That's
one Bills drive.
And you know what? I'm gonna wear a Jaguars attire.
Santina, and I want you to because you know what? It might be at the Bills Stadium, but it's also your Jaguars game.
But I don't want anything thrown at me.
Oh, if they do, we'll come at it with a vengeance.
Should I just buy a lot of hot dogs to throw back?
And chicken wings.
With the extra hot sauce, so if it gets in their eyes.
Guys, any security watching before we come to the game in a few days?
I promise nothing's
Prank, it's
gonna
prank, it's
happen.
prank.
It's literally a prank.
It's prank. Well, Santina, I wish you best of luck at the game. Good luck to your Jags.
So I think the outcome of this... Oh, good luck to your Bills. Thank you. I think the outcome of this game is next time who's going to be left here. Who's going to be left
Who's going to be
table?
crying? Who's going to be smiling? Leave us a comment in the comments. Who's winning the game this Monday night? Bills or Jaguars?
And who our mascot should be.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it has to be Scooby.
Scooby-Doo, Miss Piggy, anything that's...
With the pink jersey.
Elvis. We'll get them all. We'll go on Etsy, like where we got our pink glitter jerseys.
We love it.
Yes, and we're going to have someone Photoshop a picture of all our mascots. And it's like the Avengers.
Like morph them into one.
Yeah, it'll be like Avengers.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
I'm fine with that.
Right? It makes sense.
And then Tua, you could also sponsor.
Yes, Tua will
with
put
$125 million.
Tua will put you in the background. It's all good.
Caleb, please be careful.
I know.
We can't
Our boys,
this.
rest up, please. We're coming up on week 3, so please rest up. We want to see you play. Even though you might not be part of our team, you're still part of the football family. We want you to rest up and take care.
Yes.
Well, if you enjoyed today's episode, 26 of Girls Gone Sports, make sure you are following us along on all of our socials. On Instagram, Girls Gone Sports Pod. Facebook, Girls Gone Sports Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube. Search us up where you're going to see our beautiful, lovely faces. And if you're looking on audio platforms or you're listening to us also on audio, thank you so much. We are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Podcast. This has been a great time, Santina. Good luck on Monday.
Good luck.
I'll see you there. Give me a shake. Give me a shake.
Good luck.
Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Good luck, kid.
Oh, my God. Well, we'll see you next time on Girls Gone Sports Podcast.
Girls, they wanna have fun.